All right, so today we're going to unpack a few recent updates from Google. Now, on the surface, they might seem totally unrelated, but when you look closer, they actually tell a much bigger story about where everything is headed.
So let's try and connect the dots here. We've got a music generator, a marketing tool, and a design platform. But what we're really looking at are the fundamental building blocks of a single, unified creative ecosystem from Google. Okay, so first up, let's talk about the music. Our first piece of the puzzle is Lyria 3, Google's brand new music generation model. And the big deal is, it's being pushed directly into products you can actually use, like the Gemini app. This puts some serious creative power right in your hands. Now, what this slide shows is just a massive jump in capability. Seriously, Lyria 3 isn't just a minor upgrade. It's a huge shift towards what they call multimodal creation. Basically, it can understand and combine different kinds of creative inputs. It now generates lyrics and vocals all on its own, which is a giant leap from the old text-only version.
And this right here, this is the key insight. By letting you generate a whole song from just an image or a video clip, Google is basically shouting that audio, text, and visuals are all collapsing into one single, seamless creative workflow.
And you know, this isn't just some gimmick. The audio it spits out is actual production-quality stuff. That high sample rate, it's designed to handle the super complex, layered nature of music and make sure a song actually sounds like the same song from beginning to end.
But of course, this immediately brings up the huge question of copyright and, who made what? Google is tackling this with a pretty clever technology that's baked directly into the audio itself.
They're using something called SynthID. Think of it like a digital signature that you literally can't hear, but software can pick it up, even if the audio gets compressed or re-recorded. It's a system-level solution that embeds the attribution right into the sound waves.
Pretty cool.
And it gets even cooler. Beyond just generating static songs, there's a real-time version where creators can basically jam with the AI. You can change the mood, switch up the instruments while the music is playing, and the model adapts in less than 2 seconds. This turns the AI from just a tool into a genuine creative partner.
Now, yeah, competitors like Suno and Udio might give you longer tracks right now, but Google's real advantage, its core strength, is that deep, multimodal integration with the whole Gemini ecosystem. And this really illustrates the main theme here. It's not about winning on a single feature, it's about winning on the completely integrated system.
And this pattern of deep integration, it's not just for music. Not at all. We're seeing the exact same playbook being used in visual marketing tools for businesses.
Enter Pomeli, which is Google's AI marketing platform for small businesses. It's designed to solve this very real, very expensive problem that anybody who's tried to sell something online knows all too well.
So its new photoshoot feature creates this super simple direct pipeline. You can take a basic photo of your product with your phone, and it turns it into a professional-looking marketing shot almost instantly.
And here's the crucial part. This is not just a standalone image generator. It's a capability that's layered right on top of a brand's existing identity, ready for immediate use in ad campaigns, all within the same platform. The images are essentially born ready to be deployed.
Okay, and that brings us to the final piece of this puzzle, design. This is where Google is building the actual structure, the scaffolding of this whole ecosystem, using its AI design tool called Stitch.
Now, Google's introducing the idea of agents here, and the wording really matters. This points to a shift towards AI that can actually reason its way through the design process. It understands constraints, it thinks about user flows, it doesn't just spit out screens on command. And there are 2 new features that perfectly highlight this push for a totally seamless workflow. It's all about trying to eliminate that classic friction between designers and developers.
So you can go from a design prototype to automatically generating your App Store visuals and then, bam, directly export the design specifications into a code editor. All of it with almost zero friction. It's all about shortening that distance from an idea to a live product. So when you connect these 3 updates, Lyria, Pomeli, and Stitch, a really deliberate and kind of brilliant strategy comes into focus.
What we're seeing is a really clear shift away from just announcing isolated AI models and towards building holistic, interconnected systems. Google is signaling that it's no longer about the power of any single tool, but about building one super efficient assembly line where the entire creative process is connected.
And this whole integrated approach kind of leaves us with a pretty provocative thought, right? What happens to all the specialized creative roles out there when a single, unified workflow can handle the music, the marketing, and the design all seamlessly? It's really a question about the future of creativity itself.